Iconic, influential, life-changing. An anime that you absolutely need to watch. You haven't started living before watching this. That's the rap that Evangelion has all over the stinky, jobless anime community. An absolute integral thing to your existence. So my dumbass 14-year-old self watched this absolute masterpiece of an anime and felt disappointed. Even when I was 14 years old, I felt like I was robbed of my time, and the only things I did back then was jerking off, having shit stains on my pants, and jerking off. I listened and watched 26 episodes and a movie with characters just talking a lot of nonsense and philosophical bullshit.
Yes, the comics traction is almost fully fulfilled.
And Ohio Gear prophecy is near completion. Now all we have to do is wait for John Wick to bring us Gordon Ramsay's shit and a copy of Persona 3 Reload. I would like to have 6 chicken nuggets, 1 Boke, and a Fortnite pistachio burger. Hoping that in the end it all will make sense. It has to be, right? Why else would everyone sloppy kiss and dick write this anime? Just for it to be more and more confusing. Trying to understand what people see in this anime, why it's that good apparently, I just did not get it. Researching and reading a bunch of wikis, watching hour-long videos. All I knew is that those kids are severely mentally ill. Misato is hot as hell and Shinji... Shinji, what the fuck? I gave up and felt frustrated. I threw it away and thought, damn, this anime is just for pretentious Redditor dipshits. And 6 years later, did I decide to watch it again, and I have to admit, angels. Powerful alien-like beings threatening already diminished mankind. The only hope for humans are these robots that can for some reason be only controlled by 14-year-old kids. One of those being Shinji Ikari, his father being the head of NERV, sends him out to fight those evil angels, joined by 2 other mentally ill kids. Pretty simple, right? The angels are born from Adam. Adam is the first angel and the first seed of life that arrives to Earth with the white moon. Later the black moon coming in is Lilith, another seed of life, from which we humans are born from. Now, we can't have 2 seeds of lives here on Earth. That's why Adam sealed itself with the Spear of Longinus, because Lilith lost. Please watch some other lore video. The early episodes of Eva are kinda all the same. Some slice of life chill anime shit, and then Shinji, you need to pilot the Eva. No! Shinji. No! Shinji. Shinji is being forced to pilot the Eva, fights an angel alone or with Asuka and Rei. They are being absolutely clapped. NERV forges a plan and boom! Angel is dead. Shinji gets depressed with his daddy issues and self-worth every episode. Asuka is fucking annoying. Rei is just chilling and being silent, and that's kinda it. And it feels slow as hell until episodes 17 and 18, where Shinji fights another Eva but refuses to because someone has to be in there. Chad Gendo does a pro gamer move and activates the dummy plug, making Eva 01 fight automatically. Shinji sees the fellow Eva pilot crushed right before his eyes, just to learn later that it was his school buddy, Toji. From there on you kinda feel like that this is a turning point. The show kinda gets a little bit darker. The overall atmosphere is getting more and more unnerving and tense. It turns from that colorful shonen-like mecha anime to a somewhat serious, existential, coming-of-age, almost horror-like anime. Especially the last few episodes where you have no clue what the fuck is going on feel uncomfortable and unsettling. The characters are turning into absolute messes, which is just such a dark contrast to the slice of life feel of the early episodes. And to be honest, I fucking hate the early episodes, but that's why I love the later part of the anime so much more. I also just hate the fact that the plot is straight out incomprehensible if you have not played the 1000 games and kind of have to read what nerds found on the internet. The storytelling is objectively ass, and I do not care what you say. It straight up can't be enjoyable on the first watch, but rewarding on the second though. It's nonetheless shit, but I understand now. Still, there's something so beautiful about the end of the series and the movie as a whole. It finally made sense. Something just clicked. Eva is well known for its aesthetic and pretty sceneries. The colors are picked with care and so many shots and edits are unique to Eva, and the animation, god damn! And the music. Especially the scenes when classical music runs are mwah. But not only that makes Eva special, right? There are a lot of anime that have banger OST or challenge cinematography in anime. So what is that thing that I don't understand? Why is it that highly regarded? What does it mean to everyone? It means a lot of things to everyone differently. And I don't want to sound cliche, but For me, it kinda teach me a life lesson wrapped in a complex mecha story with well-written characters. A lesson about self-love, loving others, and intimacy and escapism. Shinji is this unloved child. He doesn't know what his mom looks like and his father always neglected him, closing himself off to other people, a cowardice people pleaser, measuring his value off of what others think of him. Now to those type of stinky piss-stench nerds on the internet that say, "Ugh, Shinji is such a pussy, just get in the fucking robot, man." I invite you kindly to suck my big fat pulsing nuts, you fucking... This kid is only 14, gets forced to fight big ass scary monsters and continuing having traumatic events. Are you fucking dumb? We watch episode after episode Shinji opening himself up to others around him, only for him to get hurt by it in the process again and again. Trusting people is kind of painful, relying on them can be hard. Human relationships are tough, emotions are complex, and the sky is blue! He continues to close himself off and escapes, distrusting everyone and not seeing any value in himself, but still wanting intimacy. He continues to pilot Eva, it became his only meaning and way of validation in life. Until shit got a little bit too crazy and instrumentality starts. Rei gives him the choice to stop or advance the instrumentality, throwing away human barriers, destroying individualism. Now I do not know what you think, but I think it's pretty obvious what this guy would choose. An angry kid fully hurt through human connections and just oozing with loneliness. In the final sequence before instrumentality, he begs Asuka to love him, erase his loneliness. He does not care who loves him, he just wants to be liked. Anyone could do, showing his egoistic motive in helping people and escaping his loneliness and ignoring his flaw of not loving himself. You cannot authentically love someone back when you don't love yourself. You can't receive love or love someone. Asuka drills that in him and refuses. Finally, he snaps, unable to accept that. If no one can love him, then everyone should just fucking die. He throws it all away. Damn. This shit lame as hell. Isn't this what you wanted? Nah man, this shit sucks. A lot of monologues, etc. Blee blah blob. Shinji comes to acceptance with loneliness, accepting reality. Love can be only formed with the existence of hardship and misunderstandings between humans. It only exists in reality, not in dreams, not in escapism. Shinji reverts back to an individual, only with Asuka at the beach. Asuka, knowing that Shinji wants to form connection to another, shows kindness towards him for the very first time. She herself learned that she cannot be liked when she does not show affection herself. It is not possible to be liked by just being a stupid, annoying, arrogant bitch. That gesture resulting into Shinji breaking down and realizing how much he still has to grow, not running away from oneself and indulge in escapism, accepting himself and accepting that loving means hurting others or to get hurt. This final scene is one of my absolute favorite scenes in Eva or in anime generally. Eva is just this raw work formed through limitations and challenges, and I respect that it is something so personal. I respect Arno for what he did in this, just throwing that real shit on the wall and saying fuck it. Now I kinda can understand why so many people get touched and affected by this show of mentally ill kids trying to solve their flaws and wrestling with anxiety, loneliness and self-love, and it's ugly to see yourself in one of these characters. For someone who struggles with liking oneself and for someone who is continuously keeping people away, fearing pain through vulnerability and intimacy, avoiding anything emotional, those guys felt real as fuck for me, and I bet for a lot of you too. Human relationships are scary. Showing yourself and voluntarily be vulnerable, how the fuck do you do that, and why would you even want that? I'm going to play Persona 3 Reload 12 hours a day instead. And according to Eva though, that shit is not happiness. Escapism is only a temporary way of happiness and neglecting reality though. You can't run away from reality. You have to find happiness within reality. The world won't change for you, but you have to change to achieve that. You are alive, dog. Make something, create, and find anything or anyone to put your heart into and form connections with others. Evangelion is actually this kind and wholesome message. It's not about its complex story or anything. You don't even have to understand that shit. That's not the point of Eva. Most importantly, try to love yourself and accept yourself. Just try. And don't run away.
Ugh, cringe. Oh.
I need to wash my mouth and hands after this one, oh my god.